There's the
Yes.
emotional gut punch when Mags dies. I'm curious for you as performer, what your reaction was when you found out that that's where the season was going.
I was also gut punched. I felt like, I was sad, I was angry. I went through all the feelings because we had built a real strong relationship and friendship off camera. And, the biggest concern for me really was the fact that it's like that meant that unless we were filming that scene at the very end of the show, which we didn't, um, she was going to be leaving us as a cast sooner. So we were actually losing her sooner. And this being, our last year together, in our last scenes together, our last time together, which we were all very aware of and spoke about and really kind of going through. Um, that was not something I was happy about. Yeah, I was not happy about that. I understand why Joe did it. I'm glad he did because from a story standpoint, I think it was wise, not to just give us what we wanted, but to like stay true to the story and the integrity of the show. But I wasn't pleased.
Well, we did get at least one last beautiful June and Mags scene. That was a very complex, rich scene. What was it like filming that for you?
Um, it was so much of what you guys are seeing as far as like our emotional states and the things that are coming through the characters are real and legitimate. Like, we were really going through this mourning process and breaking up with each other and going through all of these different things. So there was a real depth of truth, I think, in that scene where, realistically, I know that I'm not going to not see her anymore. I still talk to her and things like that now and then, but it's nowhere near what it's like when work brings you together. We live on opposite sides of the country. It's a lot harder to maintain that closeness. And there was a lot of like guilt around the time that we were too tired to hang out and spend time together and the things that we were supposed to do together. Like all of that stuff was kind of coming up and fueling that. So yeah, it's like it was challenging. It was a challenging scene. I don't want to say it was like I can't even say bittersweet because I really wasn't like I didn't feel like there was any sweetness to it. I was like not happy about it, It wasn't it was kind of crappy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, June doesn't know yet in the episode that airs tonight that Max has died. What can you preview about how June will find out and how she will react to the loss of her friend?
Um, what I can preview about it. Okay. So I mean, June's coming into this day dealing with loss and a lot of uncertainty and I think that this is a time when she really, 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 really needs her best friend. And I don't want to say too much, but different people handle loss and kind of feeling overwhelmed with emotional issues differently. And I think this is definitely going to test June's ability to kind of do things the way she normally does. Is she going to be successful in compartmentalizing and moving forward and getting done what she needs to do? Is she going to completely fall apart? Is she going to lash out? Um, is she going to be in denial? Is she going to run? You know, these are all questions that I had thinking through how to approach these upcoming scenes.